Welcome to the course. In this short video, I'll go over how to access the material for the course, and I'll go over what you need to do for each week. Go into Blackboard and then log into your course. So this is an example. Maybe your course might have a different CRN number, but for this particular course, you can see that the menu looks like this. This is what it's going to look like for you. So you can see that we have announcements here. So I'll make sure to post announcements each week if I have any new things I need to tell you, or if there's certain deadlines coming up, I can send you an announcement to remind you. Over here you have syllabus, and let's take a look at the syllabus for this class. Okay, so the syllabus is here. Let's go over a couple things. So for the syllabus, the best way to contact me is by email. Okay, so for email, send it to my Gmail account. If you send it to my Montgomery College account, of course, I'll check it as well. But if you send it to Gmail, it's going to go directly to my phone, so I can respond to you immediately. Since the office is closed, this is my telephone number, but again, email me for a response. Let's go down and take a look at the book you'll be needing. You're going to be using Accounting Tools for Business Decision Making, 7th edition. This is by Wigand and Kiso. Also, you need to purchase a Wiley Plus account. Wiley Plus is super, super important because with Wiley Plus, you're going to be doing all of your graded homeworks in Wiley Plus, and all of the exams are going to be in Wiley Plus as well. More on that in a few minutes. This is how your grade is going to be made up. It's going to be made up of 3 exams. So the exams are going to be a combination of multiple choice questions and problems, and all of the exams are on Wiley Plus. Homeworks are also on Wiley Plus, and homeworks are going to be weekly assignments, and I'm going to drop the lowest score. So there's no makeup for homeworks, but if you are unable to do, for example, Chapter 22 homework, then I'll just drop the assignment completely. You can see the schedule listed here. And generally, the week is going to start on Monday, and it's going to be going until Sunday. So of course, week 1, it starts on Saturday, but look when it ends. It ends on the 19th of July, which is Sunday. Everything is due Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Week 2 starts on July 20th, which is a Monday, and everything is due on Sunday, July 26th at 11:30 p.m. Same thing with for chapters 18 and 19. This is week 3. July 27th is a Monday. Everything is due on Sunday, August the 2nd at 11:30 p.m. You can also see the exams. So exam number 1 is during week 3. So that means the exam is going to be due on August the 2nd. And also, for week 3, look what else is due. The homework is due on August the 2nd. Everything is always due on Sunday at 11:30 p.m. At the bottom of the syllabus, I have another depiction of how you can read what's due each week. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Blackboard and let's go to course content. Okay, so for course content, you can see we only have week 1, but for each week, I'll be populating the week so that you can take a look at it. So for week 1, okay, you can see that I have week 1, I have the lecture video, and I have a PowerPoint. Now, these lecture videos are pretty short in length. Okay, so the purpose of the lecture video is to give you a very quick overview of the most important concepts in the chapter. Okay, so let's take a look at the Chapter 14 lecture video. Chapter 14, Managerial Accounting. You'll notice that the lecture video is only 8 minutes and 48 seconds. So, of course, feel free to stop the video, replay certain parts of it if you need to understand a concept better. But again, here I'm going over the most important things you need to know. In this chapter, we'll talk about the difference between financial and managerial accounting. We'll also talk about the difference between product. So you can also see that I have closed captioning available for you if you want to use it. Now, in the lecture video, you can see I'm using a PowerPoint presentation. The PowerPoint is right here. So you can download the PowerPoint yourself and use it if you'd like to. Okay, so you access Wiley Plus in a different place, but you access the lecture videos here. Okay, so for Wiley Plus, click on here. There's a handout here that talks about how to access Wiley Plus. The handout looks something like this. Okay, this is not going to be blank when you open the handout for your class. There's a course ID. It's usually like a letter and whatever else. Okay, so this handout is going to explain how to access Wiley Plus. Okay, so when you access Wiley Plus, it's going to look like this. Okay, so Wiley Plus is very, very good because it has the textbook. So it has a digital copy of the textbook. So if you click here, okay, it says I don't have access to it because this is the faculty version. But either way, the textbook will be here. And this is important here, modules. Okay, so I created these modules for you. First, I want to point out that we have exams here. Of course, there's nothing here because we don't have any exams yet. Now, when you take your exams, you'll see a link here. And once you start the exam, you have to finish the exam in one sitting. So you can't work on the exam for an hour, take a nap, come back, and then continue the exam. Once you start, you have to finish in one sitting. I'll be sure to send you an email as the exam date gets closer. All right, so week 1, we're going to be doing chapters 14 and chapter 15. Okay, so chapter 14, I have some extra practice problems. These are not graded, so if you want to do some extra practice, you can do that, and then it'll give you the answers. So you can see there's a lot of different practice problems that are here. Okay. Okay. So this is giving you the policy. So you're allowed to try to answer the question 3 times. After the 3rd time, it will just give you the answer. Okay. Okay, so you can see you type in numbers here. Okay. So for example, rent on factory equipment, 11,000. So rent on factory equipment, 11,000. That's manufacturing overhead. Okay. And then you can also scroll. There's something else here. Okay. All right. And then here, if you want more assistance, you can click e-textbook, and it'll take you to the part of the book that explains the concept that you need to answer the question. Also, there's a video you can watch, which also explains the concept. Okay. All right.
To enter the amounts into a schedule.
Okay, so you can watch that as well. All right, so under module, you can see for each week, we have a lot of different resources here. Okay. Now, what you're responsible for each week for doing is the graded homework right here. Okay, very, very important. This is the graded homework assignment. It's due July 19th. So chapter 14 graded homework, due July 19th. Chapter 15 graded homework, due July 19th. Okay. All right, and then actually, that is exactly what the syllabus says. The syllabus says week 1, don't forget to do the homework on Wiley Plus. It's due for chapter 14 and 15. The homework is due on July 19th. Okay. So we'll go here, and let's try to do the homework for chapter 14. Now, the homeworks are nice because you can save your work and come back. So you get 3 chances to answer the homework. And it'll let you submit the homework late. Okay, but I want to warn you of something. If you submit the homework late, it's going to give you a penalty of 100%. Okay, so the reason why is because I'm dropping the lowest homework score. So I allow you to submit the homework late because maybe some people are not able to do a homework assignment. They just want to drop the assignment, but maybe people still want to actually try to do it for practice. So that's why it lets you submit the homework assignment late. But again, don't turn it in late unless you want a 100% penalty. Okay, so let's take a look at the assignment here. Okay, so you can see there's 5 questions, okay, and then you get 3 chances to get the answer right. Okay, so here's this first question. It says direct material, direct labor, manufacturing overhead, total manufacturing cost. Total manufacturing cost. Well, maybe I need some help here. Let's go to the e-textbook. Total manufacturing cost. You can look at the notes here and see if it gives you any help here. Total manufacturing cost. Okay, so total manufacturing cost, or it's called manufacturing cost, is direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing overhead. That's total manufacturing cost. Okay. So you can see over here, total manufacturing cost. Okay, so total manufacturing cost is direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. So DM plus MOH, that's going to be the answer here. So let's try to figure out the answer. Okay, so 41,800 plus 62,600 plus 52,500. Okay, so 156,900. Okay, so 156,900. Okay, so you don't have to put the comma if you don't want to. Okay, and then you can save for later. So it'll save your work and you can come back and redo the assignment or continue doing the assignment. And when you're ready to submit the answer, it says we have 0 out of 3 attempts. So let's go ahead and submit, even though I know this is not right. Okay, so here, this is green, so that means this is correct. And then the red boxes are incorrect. Okay, obviously incorrect because I didn't put an answer in here. Okay, so let's try one more time. Okay, so total manufacturing cost. Okay, this is part 1. See, it's part 1. This continues from the part up here. What is total manufacturing cost? Well, okay, so number 1, total manufacturing cost is 156,900. So number 1, this is continuing, 156,900. Okay. And then you can continue to work and then figure out the answers. Okay, so again, if you need to use the textbook, there's help here. Okay. So I'll submit it again. Okay, and then now you can see that I got more parts right. Okay, obviously you don't want to be doing your homework this way. When you do your homework, make sure you fill in all the boxes and then know that you have 3 chances to get the answer right. Okay, some of the homework assignments are going to have drop-down boxes as well. Okay, and then maybe I want to save my work and come back later. Okay, so under modules, just know that there's a lot of resources here. There's extra practice, ungraded assignments, and then, of course, the graded assignments are the ones that you're going to be responsible for doing. All right, so that's a quick overview for the class, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.